IHIPers, the latest thing that is making me bananas is the grift that Donald Trump perpetuates on his followers, on America. Internationally, he is a laughingstock. He debases himself for money all of the time. He is nothing short of a prostitute for money. He may not be having sex, but he is demoralizing every single American with his grifts. So the latest grift is his digital trading cards, second edition. So let me play you this clip.
By popular demand, I'm doing a new series of Trump digital trading cards. You all know what they are. We've had a lot of fun with them. It's called the America First Collection. 50 all new stunning digital trading cards. It's really something.
So the digital trading cards, it's just unbelievable. $99. If you buy more, you get a piece of his suit. Is there no end to the debasing of himself?
No, there isn't. He's a bottomless pit. Number one, he claims he's this billionaire, and he's not running for him. He's running for you. He's not getting indicted because he was charged by the government. He's getting indicted for you. This is a mentally ill person.
Yes.
And he is a complete grifter. I think he's completely running out of money because of all of these legal problems. I think he is skimming off the RNC, and I think all of that will come to light because there's some journalists that are already piecing together these shadowy LLCs. But on a pettier note, the fraud in the trading cards and the photoshopping and airbrushing of him is something I personally take issue with because he doesn't look like that.
No.
What I want is make it real. If you're going to be a grifter, be a genuine grifter. Put your little orange, where the makeup's not evenly applied or because you've sweated off. Put that out there. Quit trying to homoerotic up your trading cards. I've had it with that.
Well, and noticeably, his hands are bigger in his trading cards. That's just on a petty note. Okay, the next clip I'm going to show you, I thought was satire for 3 days because I thought there is no way that anybody running for president would actually do this. And let me tell you what, it's real. I confirmed it is real. So let me play the clip.
He's here, everyone's favorite fish, Trumpy Trout.
No one has ever seen a fish like me.
Trumpy Trout is an animatronic talking fish with a big personality.
I am the hugely bigliest fish in the pond.
Jesus Christ, that is so humiliating and embarrassing. But again, who is buying this? Who thinks I'm going to order Trumpy Trout and then gets a hammer and a nail and puts it up on the wall and it's just a real knee slapper around family dinners? I can't imagine. And here's the thing. I vacillate between being mad at his supporters to feeling pitiful for them.
Yes.
I vacillate between the two because on the one hand, I'm like, pull yourselves together. This is ridiculous. But then on the other hand, I think, are they really that pitiful and really that divorced from fact and reality that they believe that this man who has zero in common with them, zero, this man flies on a private plane all the time. He has lived in Manhattan for decades, now lives at a country club. I mean, he's so divorced from rural America, and how they identify with him is just bizarre. But I think the connective tissue is that it's the white supremacist indoctrination of being born in white America. That's what I think the link is. So I can't decide if I'm pissed or mad at them. Probably a combination of both, because I'm capable of holding two feelings at the same time.
Well, what's interesting to me is he would no more invite any of these supporters into his country club.
No.
And this man shits in a gold toilet.
Yeah.
That's how insecure he is. But so I do traffic on Truth Social just because I find it fascinating.
Right.
The crap that goes on there, you would not believe it.
I noticed on Truth Social, because we do have a burner account,
right,
listener, and Pumps gets on there a lot more than the rest of us, but our producer Kylie and I kind of get on it from time to time. And there's ads for ivermectin.
Yes. unbelievable. The things he sells on Truth Social are unbelievable. So he's got a highball glass with a bullet in it for his assassination. He's selling his Save America book with him on the cover with his fight fist. He's got an assassination bobblehead doll of himself that he's selling. He's got MAGA balls, which are golf balls, but they're called MAGA balls.
This is just riffraff, knick-knack, bullshit city. I cannot believe that there is a market for this. It's jaw-dropping. And then here's the thing. If these people are so broke because of, and I'm putting this in quotes, listener, Joe Biden's economy, why the hell are you donating to this billionaire and buying all of these tchotchkes? I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable that there are millions of people that fall prey to this level of marketing, and that they believe this man when he says, oh, I'm a billionaire, I'm so rich, it's, unbelievable. And I mean, he's the one that didn't he fight with Forbes all the time when they did the richest list, and always planning stories about his wealth? He lies about his wealth. He's been charged by Letitia James for defrauding, all of this. The man is a walking, talking con artist. Yes. And I see it, and you see it, and millions of Americans see it, and millions of people around the world see it. God, there's some dipshits in this country that just think, oh my God, sign me up for the Trump balls.
Right. I'd love a Trump ball. Here's the deal. He also is selling fake currency on there like it's real currency. The special order Trump $2 bill. Are these people so dumb they think that they can go spend a Trump $2 bill? Or what about his freedom coins? I mean, if you scroll through the pages of Truth Social, it is jaw-dropping, the shit they sell.
Listener, we do not advise this. Our legal eagle, America's greatest legal mind, will do the dirty work for you and report back here on IHIP News all of the fuckery going on Truth Social. She even fights with them sometimes.
Gotten blocked.
Tell them what you tell them when they fight back at you.
I tell them by responding to me, I can now access all the data on their computer, and I know exactly what their porn history is. So I'm immediately blocked.
All right. Let me tell you what I have found interesting in the news. So, there's been this big Trump's gone to a cemetery. Mm-hmm. Of course, that's turned into a Trumpian shit show, like everything he does, right? So there's all this, everybody's seen it. He's fighting with the cemetery people and, doing thumbs up on people's graves, smiling from ear to ear. And all of that's just weird and all of this stuff. But of most interest to me is when J.D. Vance is asked to defend this, he's so rattled. And this guy is the worst politician I believe I have ever seen in my life. He tries to play tough guy, and he pulls out the real gutsy move, and he says, well, Kamala can just go to hell. Play the clip.
It's that Kamala Harris is so asleep at the wheel that she won't even do an investigation into what happened, and she wants to yell at Donald Trump because he showed up. She can go to hell.
So what do you think about J.D. Vance?
I think that he has the least likability factor that I've ever seen in a public office candidate. Even Sarah Palin, with all of her issues, had some likability to her. But he is not only, here's the deal, he's uncomfortable in his own skin. He doesn't like being in his own skin. He's uncomfortable in it, and it just oozes out of him.
It's unbelievable how he has the audacity to talk about Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and say, I don't like their tone. Meanwhile, his candidate is re-truthing, I think that's what it's called, all of this horrible sexist stuff about Hillary Clinton, about Kamala Harris. I mean, just bottom feeder, gutter style politics that goes on over there, as I know you're intimately familiar with. But J.D. Vance, they try to claim the moral high ground while at the same time being the most immoral ticket this country has ever seen. It makes Richard Nixon look like a Boy Scout, a choir boy. It's unbelievable how morally bankrupt the top of this ticket is. But also, they have such a problem with optics, the Republicans. CNN did a little expose that I saw online. There are these MAGA influencers, attractive women that have tens of thousands of followers. And so CNN started looking into these women that claim to be MAGA influencers, and come to find out many of them are European women that have no idea that MAGA has made an alternate personality for them in the United States of America with their face, their image, their likeness, with photoshopped MAGA hats on them. So CNN flies out to Germany to interview some of these people. And contrary to what Donald Trump says, contrary to what millions of Americans think, Europeans, by a large majority, think Donald Trump is a dangerous moron, and they cannot wrap their heads around why Americans would even have him on the ticket for the third time. And so I thought that's interesting that there's a lot of smoke and mirrors online with these Trump bots. But my final coup de grace here today is a tweet from Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I'd like to read it to you and the listener. With the help of @RealDonaldTrump, I will work with @CallieMeans to end the mental health crisis in America. #MAHA, make America healthy again. And what I find really rich about this is that he seems to be blissfully unaware.
You're right.
That Donald Trump's mental acuity is in question, as is his with the, I think he sawed off a whale's head and strapped it to the top of this car. This is per his daughter. He staged a bear crime in Central Park. And it's in the same vein of when Melania said that her whole platform as First Lady was going to be to address online bullying, while her husband was the biggest online bullier on the planet. What do you think about the lack of self-awareness in him tweeting that?
I don't think it's a lack of self-awareness. I think he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care who he lies to. He has no moral compass. He is ethically bankrupt, but he wants power. And he's already said, if I gave my endorsement to Donald Trump, he would give me a place in the administration. Kamala Harris's team wouldn't return his phone call. So I think he knows better, and I think he does not give a shit because of his own personal gain. Because you cannot tell me that he is immune to the fact that Donald Trump is mentally the most unfit person maybe walking the planet.
Well, we know that he's aware of that because we have his Twitter history prior to that tweet. But I think what this is a continued, ongoing, pervasive gaslighting by the top of the ticket on the Republican side to a low information voter, or I'm just going to go ahead and say it, a low IQ voter. And they say, oh, Donald Trump and RFK Jr. care about mental health. And it's like, you guys are the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs here. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. Make sure you subscribe on all platforms, and we will see you tomorrow. It's so entertaining. Tap the vein. So good.